some meanings of some words, like what is DN value and histogram.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, uh, can you please tell me if you can see my screen? I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so if we look at the first module of our course, we can find out that it is on remote sensing and digital image analysis. So I'd like to just wait for some time. Yeah, so I hope my screen is visible. As we can see, the description of the module that we have in the first module, which is remote sensing and digital image analysis. Okay, can you please confirm that is my screen and is my writing visible to all of you? Can you hear me? Is my screen and writing
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
okay, thank you, thank you. So I can directly go to doubts. uh, just wait for some time. Yeah, I can directly go to doubts, and I can also do some brief overview of the first lecture or the second lecture, then I can go to doubts. So if all of you want to go to doubts directly, I'll be happy to do that. So can you tell your preferences, or shall I jump into doubts? You feel free to say.
Only I in. Hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Good evening, sir.
yeah, Pushkar, tell me.
Sir, today only I enrolled in this course.
Okay,
So, because of someone recommend me to do this, है ना? So can you please give a roadmap or once like some brief about this whole course scope and or means overall please give the overview of this in a few words, okay?
okay,
So I can understand.
okay, thank you, Pushkar. Does anyone have any other ideas? You can also tell. Feel free. It's just a interactive session. I'm there to help you guys only. I'll be present every week,
I
so
have
feel free.
completed, yes, it is Hirendranath.
Okay,
I have completed till digital imaging, so I have some doubts on digital imaging. So
okay. So I'll jump into digital imaging, of course. Okay. Does anyone else have any ideas or any suggestions? You can feel free and tell me. Okay. So first I'll go through a brief introduction of the course, what we are going to study, and I hope most of you are new to this session. I would like to discuss on this session also a little bit, but before that, uh, I would like to go through what Pushkar has said. So let us start in that way. See, this course is a program of IIRS. I hope all of you know what IIRS is. IIRS stands for Indian Institute of Remote Sensing. It's a unit of ISRO. Okay, and this unit of ISRO particularly specializes in geospatial applications. ISRO has different units. There are units like UR Rao Space Center, VSSC, SAC Ahmedabad. Many units are there. All of them have different levels of work. They specialize in different domains. IIR specializes mostly in geospatial domain and capacity building. So we mostly deal in geospatial domain, geospatial analysis, and capacity building. Capacity building is what we are doing through this course and other courses that run in IRS. This institute is situated in Dehradun. So this was the introduction of the institute. Now, what is so special about geospatial? Why this thing is so important right now? It is because today itself, the Prime Minister of India has declared National Geospatial Mission. So, what it will do, it will digitize the entire urban cities of India, road networks of India, and that will help in taking faster decisions and implementing uh, crucial things in a more sophisticated way. Okay, so as an example, there are many examples. A simple example, if we look at urban regions, so what we can do is, suppose we are looking for urban planning. Planning is a part of urban region. Now you want to plan it in the aspect of, suppose, drainage. You want to find out how the drainage system should be planned in a particular city. So how are you going to do that? One process is, you can do surveying, human surveying. You can of course do that. Now human surveying is a fantastic process, but it's laborious, and human surveying will take a lot of time. So in both of the aspects, it is time consuming and laborious. We will put laborious in the way of cost effectiveness. So if we employ more laborers, if we make them work more, that means we need to pay more. So cost comes as a vital factor. Now human surveying being one of the most important ways of doing it, being laborious and being more time consuming, will delay our decision making process. So every time we need to take decisions, so decision making process will be delayed. Okay, now suppose we have the entire data of a city, of a urban region planned. So suppose this is a river flowing through a urban city, these are buildings, suppose these are factories, again surrounded by buildings, suppose there is a forest cover. Now you know that from this entire digitized thing, what is the slope, how a water if dropped here can flow through this way. So if you have this idea from a pre-built digital image or a pre-built vector file, then you can understand that planning to create a drain, planning to create a drainage system will be much faster and easier. So this is one of the reasons why we need to go into geospatial applications. Okay, so this is a brief idea on why we need to understand geospatial work. Now to understand geospatial work, we have to go through various levels of it. In this course, we will deal with a very introductory level. So in this introductory level, the course has been designed into 4 modules. So first module is remote sensing and digital image analysis. Next module is GNSS. Next module is GIS. Next module is RSN GIS. Okay, as you all know that it is a 16-week course, and that means every 16 week means 4 times 4, so roughly 1 month. Just wait 1 second. So it is roughly 1 month that we will get for each course, okay, each module. So as the first module have started almost 2 weeks back, so we have almost 2 more weeks to end the first module, which is remote sensing and digital image analysis. So today, if we look into remote sensing and digital image analysis, we find out that there are almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. There are 17 lectures in there. Okay, so as it will run for 4 weeks, then 1 week we have approximately 4 lectures. So almost, as 2 weeks have passed, we should have covered 8 lectures by now. So if you have not covered it yet, you have a lot of time, because I think the exam will be after 2 more weeks. So do cover it in time. It's lengthy. You have to learn it. Otherwise, you cannot
Sir,
complete it.
what exam are you talking about? Final exam or any other one?
As I see in this announcement page uh, about the course, I am the TA of this course. So as I see here, it is written something like 4 courses. At the end of each module, you will have to appear for an assignment or quiz, and there will also be a final examination, as it is written in the about of this course page. So I think there will be an exam after 4 weeks, and uh, I think that will be based on this first module of remote sensing. Okay.
Sir, actually, sir, today only I have started, so how can I give complete it in just 2 weeks?
Yeah, you can do it, of course, because suppose you look at any of the videos. Suppose, for example,
Okay.
if you look at this video, I hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes,
So,
yes, sir.
yeah, so this is by Manju
In
Hanumaithanan.
the next
And if we look here, we find out that this video is of 50 minutes. So, 4 videos will be hardly of 4 hours. You can easily complete that, but these are rigorous videos. You should also go through them. And if you have doubts, I'll be there every week Saturday for 1 hour from 6:30 to 7:30. Feel free to ask me questions. I'll be I'll try to answer you. Okay. So as it is the first day, I hope most of you are not ready with it. So I'll go through the doubts that I'll get today, but I hope next day please come prepared and ask any doubts regarding the thing. I'll try my best to help you out in that domain. Okay.
Sir, so is it not like that, that if when we complete the first module, then we can automatically give the assessment or quiz?
Yeah, I'll confirm it later on, because I don't have idea regarding that. I'll ask the course coordinators. Okay.
Can I ask my
Okay.
doubts?
Yeah, please.
First of all, I want the concept of this band and the colors which is there.
Okay.
That band is passing through RGB and that concept, which is in digital imaging,
Okay, fantastic.
and
So,
and
yeah,
a brief discussion about resolutions.
Okay, first I'll go through bands, and whenever you are asking questions from next day, I'll request all of you, please mention the, one second. Whenever you are asking, please mention the video name or lecture name and the timestamp of it. Okay, that will be extremely helpful for me, so that I'll be able to understand exactly what your problem is. I hope it is clear. So let's start with the first doubt. Uh, so first doubt is regarding bands. So what is band? What is band? Band is, suppose I take some image. So I have to take a image using a hardware. It may be uh, any kind of hardware. So let us take it as a optical camera. So I'm using this word optical because it specifies to a certain resolution. Let us take it as optical camera. Now what this camera will do? So all of you know that we have a visible spectrum, okay, which ranges from about 4000 angstrom to 8000 angstrom. So this is our visible region. If we go above it, then we have other frequencies, other regions. If we go below it, then we have other frequencies. So 8000 angstrom is our red, 4000 angstrom is violet. Okay, now for any wavelength bigger than this, we have infrared, then we have microwave, radio wave, this kind of. For higher than that, we have ultraviolet, we have x-rays, we have gamma rays. Huh. Now specifically if we look at an optical camera, this optical camera works in the visible region only, so it cannot capture anything out of this visible region. Now let us be more specific. So if we look at the color ranges, so can you tell me what is the color range if I divide it into violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red? Can you tell me what is the frequency range or wavelength range of each of these bands? Can you tell me? Can any one of you tell me? Anyone who has gone through this video, can you tell me?
We did not by heart, but we
Okay, yeah.
appeared for the program.
Okay, okay. So let me give you a simplified version. So usually this range falls from 4000 angstrom to around 5500 angstrom. Okay, as we move towards this thing, it goes from 5500 angstrom to 8000 angstrom. Now let us divide this portion into a simple narrow region. Suppose I only take this portion. This portion covers a small wavelength range. Okay, small wavelength range. So how much is that wavelength range? It is from around 5500, that is 1500 angstrom is the wavelength band, and it covers from 5500 angstrom to 4000 angstrom. Okay, now if I capture in that region and I'm unable to distinguish or give it a special color name, then it becomes a panchromatic band. Okay, now suppose I have a better camera, a more well defined camera, which can capture in some specific ranges starting from one range at blue, one at green, and one at red. So it is capturing in these small three bands. Then we call it as a band for blue, band for green, and band for red. So if we have our capture in individual colors or individual bands, then it becomes multi spectral. Okay, so I hope you got this thing. So we have one panchromatic if we have no distinguished color bands, and we have a range but that's not too large, and we have multispectral if we have our bands in different specific color ranges. So by band we understand this thing. So suppose you have an image, then this image, if it is a RGB image, there can be many kinds of image. So the simplest one is a RGB image. If we have a RGB image which has only red, green and blue, then we'll find out that each layer of it is having values corresponding to a certain band. So the first layer will have the red band, second will have the green band, third will have the blue band. I hope it is clear.
What is this films? Are they films?
Are they?
Films.
No, they are
I
not.
want.
They are not films. They are not films. Suppose I have an image like this. Okay, suppose I have an image like this. Suppose this is a panchromatic image. So it's always easy to understand from a pan image, because multispectral images are like pan images but having different color ranges. So from a pan image, let this image have four values. This image have four values. Okay, usually these values are as per the DN numbers. We call it as DN numbers. Okay, so what is a DN number? Suppose I have a grading of black to white colors. Suppose this is completely white, then we have some gray, some darker gray, then black. Let us make it very simple. So this is white, this is gray, this is darker gray, and this is black. Okay, so black usually means there is nothing, or which is equal to 0. So suppose this block that I have here, let me number it as, this block is 0 0, so this becomes 0 1, this is 1 0, this is 1 1. Okay, so let this be black, this be gray, this be dark gray, and this be white. Okay, so for black there is nothing, so the DN value of it will be 0. That means a number will assign the color level of that block. So for gray, let us divide it into only 4 colors, that is, let us divide it into 2 to the power 2, that is 4. So we can have values from 0 1 2 and 3. Okay, so this will be 0, then dark gray will be 1, gray will be 2, white will be 3. So then gray will have the color 2, dark gray will have the color 1, white will have the color 3. So when we have this image represented in a digital form, we will only have these position locations and the DN values of each color that will represent the intensity of color that it is having. I hope it is clear. We also call it as radiometric resolution. So, so here we are defining radiometric resolution as 2. This is radiometric resolution. We are defining it as 2. So, if we use more levels of color, we can have higher radiometric resolution. Okay, I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir. Can I define it once? You tell me it is correct or not.
Okay.
Is radiometric resolution the amount of reflected EM waves to the sensor and it divides it into color spectrums
Amount of EM is reflected.
and captured, and it
Okay.
is divided into lighter or darker. If it is more reflected, then white, and if it is not reflected, then it
Yeah,
is zero.
more or less that is the thing. That's not the exact definition. That's not the exact way of defining. But your idea is absolutely right, because the exact way of defining it is a little bit different, because it may not be always like this, that whatever light we get on a satellite sensor or on an optical sensor, it is directly converted to that equal dn value, because there are a lot of post processing steps. It passes through those steps, then we finally get a refined value in which we get the image. But yes, what you said is absolutely right. So if we get no light from a pixel, then at the final representation also we will get it at a more darker stage. If we get more light from a pixel, we will at the end get a brighter stage. So it will always have a higher value than the other one. So in a way you are always right, but that's not the exact definition of it. Okay, I hope it is clear. Yeah.
Could you also
Yeah.
uh, mention how the diagram of a sensor and its charge coupled devices are there, no? Total
Okay.
construction of a sensor
Okay.
in
So
this along track path. Along
okay.
track scanner is there, no?
Yeah, I can tell that,
So
but is it defined in the
that
course?
construction.
Yeah, I can of course say that, but is it defined in the course? I don't know. Like, I can only say if it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Can you tell
Yes,
the
it is
video?
defined in.
Okay, can you tell the video name and the timestamp? That's extremely important for me, because I can go beyond it.
The video name is Inaugural and Lecture on Spectral Signatures.
Okay, fantastic. And can you tell the timestamp?
1 second, I'm telling. I'm just searching in my phone.
Okay. Okay, anyone else can ask their doubts. I'll be free to help you.
Sir, I want to ask that what are the scopes of this course?
Okay, so this course will give you a very basic and introductory idea of how GNSS works, how remote sensing works, what is GIS, and a few applications of it. Now, as a student, if you feel interested in this domain, there are wide scopes of it, as I just told you a little bit ago. I hope you have heard of the about the Joshimot flood, right? So that disaster which happened
Yeah.
a few years back. So that alarm was already given to the government of India regarding a flood can happen or a disaster can happen in that region. Government was also taking action regarding the same, but it happened more abruptly. So we couldn't do anything more. So these kind of alarm systems, that these things have a probability of happening in that area during this time, especially in disaster mitigation. So how will you tell that? Suppose it is happening that a disease is spreading, and you need to locate how could you stop this disease. So every analysis you cannot do by going in person. So the only way remains is to see everything from a high level and understand what to be done to get rid of that thing. And the best way to do that is to have a digital uh, copy which you can do analysis, and that is only possible if you have this idea of geospatial domain. Okay, there are various
Sir,
applications.
it is,
Yeah.
excuse me, it
Mm.
is near in the Earth observation sensors video. I'm sorry for mentioning the wrong one.
Okay.
Earth observation sensors
Okay.
and 31 minutes range. It
Okay, fantastic. So I'll go at 31 minutes.
it is differentiated about across track and along track. There they
Okay.
have mentioned one diagram. I couldn't figure out
Okay.
what are the
Okay.
in
Okay. Okay.
inside it.
Okay, fantastic. So I find this diagram. I find this diagram absolutely. Now this diagram is a very high level view of how the things are there. Let me just show this thing to you. Just wait 1 second. So I hope we are talking about this diagram, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let me complete with Pushkar, then I'll come back to you. Yeah, Pushkar. So what I was telling is that so there are various ways in which we can do things in geospatial domain. It's a very big way of research, of doing research in this domain. Good research is also happening. There are other organizations including NASA, ESA, JAXA, they are also working. India is also working by ISRO. There are private companies in this field which are also working, like there is Pixel, there is Satsure, there is Galaxy Eye, and this field is in high demand right now due to uh, especially due to urban regions and disaster mitigation. I told you just today that government has declared national uh, okay, let me see if I can show you that video. Just wait for some time.
Okay.
We will start a national geospatial mission to develop foundational geospatial infrastructure and data. Using PM Gati Shakti, this mission will facilitate modernization of land records, urban planning, and design of infrastructure projects.
So I don't think you have heard
We
this.
didn't hear the voice, sir.
Yeah, because then I have to. I don't know the process to.
Sir, you are muted yourself.
Okay, okay. Then I hope you didn't hear it. Anyways, you saw the video, so I'm telling
Yeah.
what was in that video. So that video was stating what Nirmala. See, if you can see the timestamp in the video. The timestamp in the video is see 25 1 to 25. So first February, that is today. It came up
Okay.
at 11:40. So
Oh.
what our honorable minister was saying that they have launched a national geospatial mission. It's a big thing for India, and that geospatial mission is mostly focused on urbanization, urban planning, disaster mitigation, and other aspects of it. Okay, so India needs to take big decisions. So whenever you have this urge of taking big decisions, you need to have digitized ways. So when government is declaring a quantum mission or government is declaring a geospatial mission, that means it is allocating a huge amount of fund for the development of nation. So this is a big thing, and you can also understand that this will provide a lot of changes in the development of our nation. So yeah, that's all. So anything more you want to ask in this domain, you can feel free.
Yes, sir. In this course, the name written is basic.
Yeah.
Since we are getting the, we will know the basic knowledge. Is there some advance also? In further, we can also go in the same domain.
Okay, so this is a very basic and overview, as you just said. You will only be having the holistic ideas. So if you look at IIRS, IIRS has a lot of domains. So there are many departments. So starting from my department, which is geoinformatics, We have photogrammetry. I'm just not writing the entire department name because they are very big. So just to give you an idea what we have photogrammetry. Then we have GITDL. So it's a technological department. Only CS people come here. This is for mostly physics people. This is for mostly CS people, and photogrammetry and GIS people also. Then we have water resources department. Water resources, they work on uh, hydrology mainly. They work on hydrology. We have forestry. We have agriculture. Then we have geosciences department. Okay. On the other hand, we have NHDRM, that is natural hazard and disaster risk management. NHDRM, they work on disaster mainly. Then we have MASD, Marine and Atmospheric Sciences department. We have URSD, that is they work on urban. They mostly work on marine and atmosphere. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, so these are the educational departments that you will find in IARS. Okay, so whenever you do a basic course, then after doing the basic course, like basic course will be like one subject. Okay, so this will be one subject in a semester. Huh. Like that, there will be almost 6 subjects in one semester. In this way, there will be another 6 subject in the next semester. Then there will be department wise classes. Then there will be 1 year project work. So there is specialization into that. So you can only get into the specializations if you come into IRS, or if you go into any other universities which are teaching this same. So this is another way of knowing these things in depth. Yeah, so I hope it clears your doubt.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so I would like to go. Okay, whose question was that? Can I please get your name again?
This is my question, Hirendranath.
Okay, Hirendra, right?
Hirendra.
Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, I would like to go to this thing. So it's a very high level view of what happens in a uh, across scan and uh, forward scan thing. So let me tell you what is happening here. So if you look at it just closely, you see there is a rotor here. That means the head we find here, this head is rotating, right? So what will happen when it will rotate? So here we have a sensor. This sensor can capture only this much portion in the ground. It cannot capture any portion other than that. So when our this satellite is moving in some direction, suppose it is moving in the forward direction, how will it capture this entire path? So what will happen when it will start rotating? Then slowly, block by block, it will scan the entire path. Now it is across scan because the direction in which it is moving, the scan is happening perpendicular to this direction, right? So we need to keep this in mind, that the scanning is happening perpendicular to the direction of movement. Okay, scanning is happening perpendicular to the direction of movement. Now if we look at this along track, so what is happening in along track? These are known as CCDs. Okay, we don't have to go through the detailed structure of it. We have to go to the idea of it. These are CCDs. So what the CCDs will do, they are able to capture this entire thing at a go. So each block of CCD, suppose I have this block of CCD, this block of CCD is able to capture this much portion. The next block is able to capture the next portion, next block, next portion. In this way, the all CCDs placed in a line will capture the entire path of that strip in one go. So it becomes very useful to capture more regions in a given amount of time. Mostly now, that is the reason why most of the sensors that we use are based on this along track principle. We don't have anything, we have a lot of details into it, but in this basic course it is not covered, so I will not go more than this thing. So I hope it clears the doubt as per the course. If there is any more doubt, please
Yes,
feel
sir.
free to ask.
Yes, sir. And my one more doubt is, one CCD captures one pixel. Is it correct what I'm saying?
Yeah, because CCD, I think the entire array is a CCD. So one block of the CCD will capture one pixel of data. I can say it in this way.
Okay.
Okay.
How many arrays of CCD? And one more thing is, in
Yeah.
the next few minutes of this video, they have mentioned about the blocks of CCDs placed for a high definition,
Okay.
resolution. So, my doubt is how many arrays of CCDs could be placed in a sensor?
There is exactly no such defined number. Okay. 1600, 9000. I have seen in numericals, I have seen so many
Okay.
CCDs. So exactly there is
Mm.
no well defined number. The higher the
So,
resolution that
by
we want, we can
yes.
put more number of CCDs, but putting more
Mhm.
number of CCDs can also pose some different challenges. So it's
Okay.
on the satellite. It's a part of mostly the person who creates the satellite. Okay, the group
Okay.
that creates the satellite. They work more on this thing. How many number of CCDs to put and which is better. All those things. Okay.
Mm. As it is, time is going on, I
Yeah.
want to ask, this course is going for some before years also. So many
Yeah.
years have been passed on for this year
Yeah.
course going in the Swayam portal.
Okay.
So, do you have any information about previous year question papers that we could analyze how the question paper is gonna come?
I'm so sorry. I cannot tell anything regarding that because I have been assigned for this course this time only. I cannot say that. I have no idea regarding that. Yeah, I can.
And
Yeah,
uh, and you were mentioned about the quiz and assignment section.
yeah.
Is it that the higher professionals than you come and ask us questions?
No, I hope that's not the way. I hope that's not the way. I
What is the
think
way of conducting?
I actually don't know what is going to happen in this course. I'll of course get back to you uh, after going through the course coordinators. Okay, but I can say what
Mm.
happens in other courses of NPTEL. So they usually give a question set. Usually those are weekly question sets. We have to submit that, and after some time they give the answer of it, and grading is done based on that. So no teacher comes into play in these weekly modules. But yeah, at the after you, if you are eligible to give the final exam, if you are eligible, then only we have to give a final exam. In that exam also there is no role of the course coordinators or any teacher who is physically coming and asking questions. So there is nothing like viva. I have not heard anything like that. So in other courses, I don't know about this course what is going to happen. I can ask the course coordinators. I can of course go through that and help you out. Yeah, this is possible.
How could I approach the course coordinator for some personal doubts
I
regarding?
Yeah, I think that's not possible. I think that's not possible. The way you can ask your doubt is you can ask me, I can ask them. Because I have been assigned TA of this course, so this is my only
Okay.
duty to fulfill any doubt if you are having. Uh, so you can ask me. Yeah,
And you will be assigned for us throughout the session.
yeah, I'll be available for the 16 weeks that you have.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
You are only person, sir.
yeah, I am the only TA for this
Okay.
course right now. Yeah.
Okay. And one more doubt, as
Okay.
this is the first class.
Okay.
I am from JNTU, Jawaharlal Nehru University College of Hyderabad, and its branch, which is in Sirisila district in Telangana.
Okay.
And as you know, I am a resident of Hyderabad. As you know that we have a NIRS center in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So I was thinking, as I'm studying this course,
Okay.
I could be, after completing half of the classes, I could be eligible for a small student visit to NIRS. So I wanted the contacts of the particular teacher, means particular coordinator, so to get permissions, because they could achieve permissions, right? They
I
are connected. NIRS and IIRS is connected, so
Yeah, but I have no way of giving any detail regarding that because
mm.
that doesn't fall under my jurisdiction. Okay, so I'm just a
I
TA of
was
this course.
saying,
Yeah.
if you could ask the coordinator about this thing, that a person is
Okay.
in Hyderabad and he's studying our course, because in
Okay.
the introduction of course they have mentioned we could have a hands-on experience of getting. So
Okay.
as I am available in the area, so
Okay.
I could be blessed to have a visit to NIRS as a student studying.
Okay. So you can mail me my mail ID. Write
Please,
down my mail
yes,
ID.
please give.
You can mail me. This is my mail ID. You mail me with all of your details and your proposition.
Yes,
Make a letter of it, huh?
yes,
Referring to the course coordinator of the course. I'll forward it to them.
yes.
If they find it
Yes,
suitable, they'll of course reply to you. Okay, so you can do this thing. Of course, I'll connect this to them. I can do this. Okay. Okay, so I hope your doubts are cleared for the day. Is anyone having any more doubts? You can feel free to ask me.
as it is mentioned in the fourth class,
Okay.
means in the fourth video, about some portals where we can do digital imaging.
Okay.
Could you say about it? How we should proceed in the digital imaging?
Okay,
And
so
like a project work, means in my own project work, not submitting to any faculty, I
okay,
can do as a project work.
okay, fine. So can you please tell me the video and the timestamp? That will be extremely helpful for me.
1 second.
Yeah, yeah. I request all of you, those who have joined today, that whenever you are asking some questions, I'll be so happy to answer that. But please try to give me the video title and the timestamp. That will be extremely helpful for me.
It is the digital image processing video at 10 minutes.
Okay, just wait for some time. Just wait, it's loading.
Okay, sir.
Just let me see from my phone. It's not opening here. Just wait for some time. Okay, it's in 10 minutes, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, just so are you asking about the functionalities portion of it? Like I can see here that they are saying image processing software functionalities. Are you asking about that? Like commercial softwares, Eddas Imagine, Idris. Are you
It
asking
is
about
near
those?
11:25.
11:25.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, just wait.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So they have talked about various softwares as I can see here. So yeah, just one second. Yeah. So we can find they've talked about softwares which we use in our geospatial work. So they have talked about softwares like NV, Idrisi, right? Okay. Does anyone have any idea about QGIS or ArcGIS? Does anyone have any idea regarding these things? Anyone have any idea regarding this thing? QGIS, ArcGIS, NV, Snap. Okay. So the thing is, these are various softwares where you can do geospatial work. So you can do any geospatial work in these softwares. There are a lot of YouTube videos. You can pick up any video and do a project on your own. That is possible. Or if you have any ideas, you can use them to do this work. So to use these things, mostly you have to understand uh, the GIS portion, that is important, which we will cover in I think the last portion, RS and GIS applications. So there you will have a lot of ideas about what we can do using these things. But as a starter, you can of course explore it. You can go through QGIS. It's a fantastic software. It's free also. So you can start with QGIS. It's a good software, and you can watch some YouTube videos and always go through some projects that you find is interesting. Okay.
Is there a job opportunity that we can get by studying this basic course?
Basic course job opportunity. I don't think that there is much, but yes,
I was
one.
thinking that
Uh,
as I'm available in Hyderabad, I could apply for an intern because it is an ISRO thing, NIRS. So I could apply for an intern in the third year. I'm
okay.
in second year now.
Okay.
So for that, I need basic knowledge. So I have joined this course. Is this applicable?
Yeah, what this course will help you is if you,
Yeah,
after doing the course, if you find it interesting and if you want to proceed
yeah.
in future, so you will have the idea of the various domains. So whenever you join a college or university regarding geospatial work, you have to be specialized about the domain in which you want to work. So I just
I
mentioned.
am studying triple E, electricals and electronical engineering. My aim is to join ISRO, so it is near to me, so I have aimed for the NIRS. So this is my thinking.
Okay, so how this course will help you? There can be many ways. So one of the most important ways can be if you think of doing internship in ISRO or summer research programs in ISRO. So they are Already a summer research program is going on in your satellite space center. You can go through the web and see that, so you can apply there. And if you say that I have done this basic course on it, so they can then put you in some geospatial domain, and you can get a professor related to that domain. So in this way it can
What
help.
summer research program?
Yeah.
What is it? Could you elaborate? It would be useful for me.
Yeah, go to URL Space Center page, okay, and search for internship opportunities. There you
It
will
is
find,
specified for ISRO.
it's a ISRO center, so there you will
Okay.
find internship opportunities. In internship opportunities, there will be a form, you have to fill that up. In that, if they ask for anything, or if they ask regarding any previous exposure, you can of course say that you are working on this course or.
As you are our coach for now, I
Okay.
would ask a suggestion. Should I go for your internship after finishing this course and exam or immediately?
um, this course will be finished after almost 6 months, because I think the exam is on 27th April or something like that.
Yes, yes.
So that is 3 months from now almost. You can apply now, because the process will take some time, and you can also say that I
Okay.
am continuing in this course. But
Okay.
have you registered for the exam? That's an important thing. So if you
How
have,
could I register? Now only I have to register by exam?
that I have to see what is the registration process, if there is any. I have to.
Yes, yes, please inform because I am new for attending in SWAYAM.
Okay, I'll ask the course coordinator. I'll get back to you regarding this. Okay.
Again,
Uh,
we will meet at next Saturday.
Next Saturday, 6:30 to 7:30. Unless I have any
Okay.
exams or any problem, I'll of course mention that in the notice period, that the class may be shifted or is cancelled. That will be notified later on in case of any
Okay.
problems. Other than
Okay.
that, it is usually about to happen every Saturday for 1 hour, 6:30 to 7:30. Okay. Okay, so the time is up, so I'll abide by the time and respect it. So this is all for today. See you next day, and I hope you will finish at least 8 videos, all of you, by next day, and ask your doubts.
Yes, sir. Thank you for
Okay.
having us.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you. Bye bye.